Well, hey there, Soul Tribe. Thank you guys for swinging back my way, spending just a few minutes with me. My heart fills with gratitude with every single one of you guys. So thank you so, so much. Shout out to the beautiful young lady who suggested this particular pick a card for us today. I'm not going to attempt your name, sweetheart, but I'm so thankful. But I am going to put your name on the screen so everybody knows who you are, and we can be thankful for your suggestion. Okay, I don't want to slaughter that. Okay, your suggestion was, are my feelings real, or is this just an imagination? I'm going to break it down into your feelings, his or her feelings, and the shared energies between the two of you guys, okay? So I made 3 piles for you to choose from: your timestamps, your ways to book with me, ways to donate to the channel, and where to find my shop are all in your description box below. As usual, you can take your time, pause the video if you need to, and I will see you at your pile. All right, pile number 1, are my feelings real, or is this an imagination? So the top row, I'm feeling very masculine. The bottom row, I'm feeling very feminine energy. Now the rows can reverse, so take this how this applies, okay, guys? The only thing I ask is you don't force this to fit into your world, okay? That's, you know, something you have to remember here, okay? So, what I'm looking at in the masculine, what I feel to be the masculine, is a person that's obviously moving through some kind of challenging time. Normally, this would be a time of a person releasing any toxic behaviors, changes, transformations, some kind of ending that that they're resisting. You know, there's a resistance to that energy, okay? They're trying to move on from it, but they're finding it quite difficult. And this is why you might see or feel like this person has completely isolated themselves from you. It's because they're almost bullheaded in a way. The Emperor is very bullheaded. Kind of like this King of Earth. Some of the shared energy is a bit of stubbornness between the two of you. So it could be very well that you guys were in a connection, something happened, and something toxic happened perhaps between the two of you, and you guys are not talking or something like this. Could be playing out in this scenario, but with that Emperor, at least with the Emperor, we know that the Emperor is a person that is, you know, they're ready to marriage. They're the energy that's ready for the marriage, you know. But at the same time, they're going through and resisting quite a bit here. Okay, so more in the feminine energy. Besides the stubbornness, you know, the King of Earth is usually looking for opportunities, new opportunities. And with the Lover's card, this is the opportunities of love, okay? This is, you know, the coming together of two people. But I feel like there's a lot of stagnation on both sides of this energy, okay? Either one or both of you have locked up on each other. You're not really talking about things. You possibly are waiting for this person to kind of make a decision here. And I feel like this has been a bit of a waiting game, okay? But at least in this energy, the masculine energy, he's staying pretty optimistic about it. Maybe you're staying optimistic about it. There's a lot of, yeah, with with this kind of energy, at least they're staying positive and they're seeing the bright side of it, which is good, because that helps push energies along. When you stay in a higher vibration, you try to find the good side of everything, the silver lining behind every cloud kind of scenario. But, but still in that stubbornness, that keeps coming through for me, guys. So, but the Emperor, again, is, making that logical kind of decision, thinking about the best way to move forward, the best approaches, along those lines here, okay? I feel at some point of this that you just kind of decide that you understand what's best for you, and you decide to maybe walk away from this connection. You want the best for yourself when it comes to love. I feel like some of you guys are more serious about the love than this person is. I think that they're just moving through more of a difficult time. But I think down here you're more serious, and the decision that you make is probably along the lines of you just freeing yourself, or freeing yourself from this connection to allow this person some more breathing room. Something like that is coming through here, okay? I think maybe you're seeing this person as stubborn too. Like, come on, we had this great thing. Stop being so stubborn. It's like, come on, you feel like kicking a bull in the butt, and it just ain't budging, or a donkey pulling a donkey. So that's the overall feeling. So some of the shared energy with this is loving yourself first. Okay. So yeah, this makes sense, because in this energy, this person is kind of putting themselves first. They're thinking about themselves. They're trying to push past this ending. There's some kind of ending in their world that I feel like there's a resistance here, okay? And I think perhaps you might be feeling that in some ways you're kind of like going back and forth, like, if this person isn't ready, I mean, I'm going to go off and have fun, and I'm not going to stop living my life because this person's not ready. I got a lot to do, I got people to meet, things in my life I want to accomplish, and I'm not going to put my life on hold because this person isn't quite ready, okay? This is about you putting yourself first, and maybe finding a better match or something like that, maybe this kind of helps you get out of that decision that you've been toying with or going back and forth on here. This is all about relationships, okay? My eyes are hitting this mirror. So really, you guys are kind of mirroring the same kind of energies here, okay? So again, you got to take what resonates from what I've said here. Leave the rest. If it doesn't apply, maybe there's another pile for you, okay? So you guys, let me know in the comments below how you feel about this, if it resonated. And make sure to give the video a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye. All right, pile number 2. So are your feelings real, or is this an imagination? I feel like the top row is the feminine energy, or your energy, the viewer's energy, I should say. Down here, I think this is what's happening in their life, okay? For me, I was feeling like you guys had a connection. It seemed to be pretty cool. You were thinking, yeah, this is the beginning of something really awesome for us. You're seeing the future in a very positive, bright kind of way here. You were feeling the mutual attraction between the two of you, and then you're like, whoa, what happened? Like something stopped here, like this had a flow, and then the Ace of Cups just kind of fell over. It is very possible that this person pulled away emotionally, physically. I think it is, based on what I'm seeing here, a lot of this has to do with some kind of inner turmoil. Usually in the strength card, this is all about that inner strength, okay? A lot of self-doubting. This is like that raw kind of emotion, okay? So maybe the connection was too strong, that's caused them to kind of fleet away. Maybe this is tying into some of their old childhood traumas. Maybe they're afraid of the connection because of how they saw their parents maybe go through a divorce or a breakup or something like that is tying in here. But this in the strength card in reverse is that raw, deep feeling, that kind of feeling that can kind of scare somebody. Or this can also be that they themselves are dealing with issues in their own family, okay? And it could tie into children, money, something like that is coming through too here. But when they're in this kind of a state of emotion where they don't feel like they have what it takes, they don't have that inner strength to really push something along here or really make something happen. This is kind of what's happening inside of them, okay? It's very low energy. It's a low energy kind of a feel too, with that strength in reverse. Their life is out of balance. Their money is out of balance. They're not necessarily in a position to give you what you want right now. I think a little bit of this is just a matter of time, because what ends up happening is they return to that feeling of positivity and vitality. They seem to work all of this out in their head, and they fall back into balance here. This is what I feel. So what I like about this particular energy is that the alignment of these two, this is the Two of Cups coming together, that mutual balance and harmony. This person regains balance and harmony here in their tangible world. For them, I feel like they need to see this in a practical, physical kind of way, that balance coming back in their physical way, as where you are more spiritual and you understand the energy, okay? You understand the balance of the energy, which is normal, especially for the viewers, right? You understand what's happening here. What I do feel is that this is all going to shift. Okay, this is all going to shift. I feel like this is what's going to happen here in this Ace of Waters. I think things will get back on track here, because this is what they want too. Okay, they want to get back to feeling happy and positive, and the vitality. The connection between the two of you was all about vitality and happiness, and they really felt it, Okay, so besides this, what are some more shared energies between the two of you? Okay, so this is a situation that's calling for you to have trust and faith at this time. Okay, perhaps it is just about you, reaching out and asking, this person, is everything okay? I would not approach this person too quickly. Okay, we don't want to approach, especially if they're dealing with something in their family. Sometimes this is like heavy duty family issues. Sometimes it could be a death in the family or something, but something big had to have happened to really rock this person out of balance. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when somebody's feeling their rawest emotions, like you would feel like at a funeral, basically. Okay, that's really raw. Okay, when they're at their rawest point. Okay, so we need to allow some time for this person to heal up, and come back into balance. But you can offer and extend your hand as a friend. Try not to lay too much more emotion on this person, but just extend your hand and say, what is there that I could do to help you? Okay. Is there something I can help you with? And I think this person would appreciate that too. Just be there as a friend for me or something like that, or thanks for calling, thanks for reaching out. And this is also a sign, about synchronicity, paying attention to the signs from your spirit guides, your angels, of course, the universe. But here I'm drawn to the sun. Okay. So I really do feel positive about this. I think if you guys are at odds or there's some kind of misalignment happening between the two of you, the happiness and the love will return, or it's a mutual kind of feeling here. But I feel like the two of you are trusting this situation. I think you have and or are gaining a better understanding of who this person is and what they're going through at this time. Okay, so be there. Just don't lay too much emotion on them, because again, they'll either shut down on you some more or something like that. You don't want to end up chasing this person. Anyways, let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about this, guys. I really enjoyed this reading, so make sure to give the video a thumbs up if it resonated with you, and I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye. Alrighty, pile number 3. Are your feelings real, or is this an imagination? Running away with me. Okay, I'll quit. Sorry, I'm happy it's a weekend. Okay. So on the top spread, I feel like this is the viewer's energy, the feminine energy. On this lower level, I feel like this is the masculine, and the story for me is pretty clear. I feel like this was a new beginning for the two of you, a fresh start, a new person, with some heavy duty feelings that in some ways I feel like I scared this person. Okay, because this is like the knight in shining armor, that intensity, that romantic deep love connection. It's like, wow, it's almost that feeling of like you didn't see it coming, and I've never felt like this before. That freaks people out, and it happens more often than you might think. Okay, so the fire was there, but something happened in his energy, or whoever's on your mind's energy, and it caused them to kind of like shut down. Because the messenger of fire is like, that impulsiveness, that lustful kind of feeling that wants that action, like lights, camera, action, go, but we're not doing that here. We're sitting in the reverse here. So this is procrastination at its finest. Okay, guys. Procrastination, lack of progress, something like this here. But you were thinking, wow, this is a brand new beginning. You're probably thinking about, reaching out to this person, or however this is tying in. It seemed to be okay. Everything seemed to be off on a great start, and then something shifted, and now you're thinking, oh my gosh, this person doesn't really love me. But what is happening here is that they are feeling it. They're feeling that love, okay? So don't second guess this. What has happened is that I feel like this was love that come rushing in. It was just too much at once, which happens so much. Oh my gosh. I just want one reading where nobody is afraid of love. Nobody's afraid of moving forward in a life together. Because here I can see you were thinking like, this is a solid beginning. This is something that we can, build on. I have a plan. Let's move this along here, people. But this is also kind of like, maybe jumping into the idea too quickly here. You're thinking working and collaborating. Maybe it is somebody you work with. But it could also just be like, we can get married and work together and build together, something like this here. But I think what happened is just that this was moving a little too fast for them. Okay, so their emotions are there. The universe is still holding the opportunity open. They're still holding the opportunity open. I think what needs to happen here is that they just need time to process this, and they will more than likely come back and open back up here, because that's how I feel. Okay, they're just processing some feelings here. Okay, but for the meantime, they're just gonna cover up how they feel. Like, yeah, about that date, or I'm not, this is hard in the masculine energy, because men have trouble showing raw emotion, real emotion, and it does go back to that subconscious, that programming that the society has placed on little boys. I talk about this quite often, but when little boys are little, society and their parents have taught them to, big boys don't cry, pull up your big boy pants, and it becomes a part of who they are. And as they grow up, it gets harder and harder for them to express emotion. Like, they're not supposed to cry. They're not supposed to show like that real love, or because it makes them look very feminine. Okay. So it's just a matter of time for them to just get comfortable with this. And it with the Wheel of Fortune, it's not, for me, I always feel like the opportunity is still being held open. Okay, that's how I always take that energy. Anyways, so besides that, what are the shared, for sure, emotions? A father's love, and calling in your soulmate. So the two of you are still calling each other back into your energies. Okay. Again, I was feeling like you're thinking about reaching out to this person. You're thinking about texting or calling this person. Something, that's not a bad idea. That's really not that bad of an idea. Except I would keep it a little on the lighter side here. Okay? Keep it on the light side. Because if they're already feeling a little bit of pressure here, I mean, this is pretty intense, but keep it on the lighter side. Yeah, that kind of a thing. A father's love. Okay. So for me, I am going to say this is tying right back into that subconscious programming here. I think it could also be that they are dealing with children. Maybe they are the father of some children here, but they're also dealing with the big boy don't cry. The big boy doesn't cry. They don't show emotion. They don't wear their heart on their sleeve kind of energy. So this is something that's kind of tying into this too. Like, it's hard for them to express how they're feeling right now, obviously, if they're covering it up. But we all know the truth. Shoot, we know the truth. It's right there. It's the knight in shining armor, right? It's the deepest expression you can have here, but you're masking it, right? So I'm truly gonna say that there is some father connection with this. Maybe it was just, the father of saying, toughen up, son, you gotta be strong, you can't cry, that kind of thing. And of course, you grow up. I mean, how are you supposed to? They're not taught to handle emotion. They're never taught. They're just taught to shove it inside. So when these feelings come up, it's like, what do I do? What do I do? That kind of thing. So, but the two of you are definitely calling in each other, but like I said, got to keep it lighthearted, because you don't want to freak people out here. Okay. All right, my friends, I love y'all bunches. I hope this makes sense. You guys gotta let me know in the comments below, like you usually do, because I love the comments down there. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye.